The next morning, Scarlo and Rene had to shunt some trucks and coaches at the wharf. They were waiting for another engine to help. And just then, Smudger arrived. "Hi, guys."
"What are you doing here?" said Rene crossly.
"I'm here to help you shunt the trucks and coaches."
"What is the thin controller thinking of?" "Well," said the fat controller, "maybe all the other engines are busy."
"And who are you, fatty?" "Hey,
"How dare you! That's the fat controller, Sir Topham Hatt." "And he's in charge of the Sodor railways, and he's the one that helped to get you rebuilt, Smudger," said Rene crossly. "Show some respect." "Come on, Smudger," said his driver. "Let's get to work." Then the engine set off. "Here we go. This is gonna be fun," said Scarloey. Scarloey and Rene were working very hard, but Smudger was rough with the coaches. "Not so hard," said one of the coaches. "Hard? I'll show you hard," said Smudger crossly. And Smudger biffed the coaches, and then there was trouble. But Smudger didn't know they were coming to the end of a line, and it led to the sea. Scarloey and Rene were worried. "Stop, Smudger! You're going to perch the coaches into the sea! Smudger, stop!" But it was too late, and the coaches went right off the track. Luckily, only one went into the sea. Scarloey and Rene raced over. "Look! What have you done? Oh no!" "You've really done it this time, Smudger," said Rene crossly. "Why would you do such a thing?" "It wasn't my fault. They just dragged me on and on. I think they just wanted a nice dip," said Smudger sneerily. "That's it," said Rene. "Driver, take us back to the sheds at once. We're not staying with this engine." Oliver was shocked. "I have never saw a narrow gauge engine behave like that before." Scarloey and Rene were sulking in the shed. Then the thin controller arrived. "They're refusing to leave, sir," said their drivers. "Guys, what's going on? I need you to help to clear the mess at the wharf." "No! We are not working with that engine again. If you saw the mess he made, sir." "I'm sorry, guys, but everyone was busy. Smudger was the only engine available." "You know, sir, this is a nice peaceful railway. Engines like Smudger should not be on it. I'm sure there's many other engines left abandoned which would love to work on this railway." And then the engines went back to work. Meanwhile, Duncan had finished his work, and he was hunting around the railway looking for clues. "I'm gonna find out what that diesel's up to." Then he went into the countryside. Then he got a shock. "What's this? Holy ma! Holy ma! I don't believe it!" said Duncan. He was very excited. Rusty heard Duncan. "What's the thing controller gonna say?" "Oh no," said Rusty. "Duncan wouldn't have found." "Well, what did he know? I'll have found the missing coach!" shouted Duncan. "Oh, Duncan, you found the missing coach. Well done. The thin controller will be pleased." "Oh, the driver! What a type of reward am I going to get for this?" Then he brought the coach to Crovan's gate. "Oh, Duncan, you're amazing! You found the missing coach. As a reward, You can have anything you want. Absolutely anything.
That night, Rusty went to see the mine engine. Guess what, mine engine? I have a surprise for you. Really? What sort of surprise? Here it is now, mine engine. Then mine engine gasped. Oh my! Oh my! Juke!
Hello, old friend. I never thought I would see you again, said Jake. It's been a long time.
Oh my! Jake! It's you! I can't believe it!
I've never been so happy, mine engine. When Rusty told me you were still alive, I honestly couldn't believe it.
Jake, I have to ask, Sodor, what happened after I went away?
After you left, that temporary manager was classed as a hero, and he got a big job in England somewhere. And when manager came back, he was absolutely furious, so we had to buy 2 new mine engines, Atlas and Alfred, and we worked with them for many years. And Smudger caused so much trouble, manager decided to turn him into a generator, and he remained behind the sheds until he was found. And due to money shortage, manager had to get rid of all the engines except me, but some years later, manager bought 2 new engines, Stuart and Falcon, and I worked with them until the railway closed down, and they were bought by the Scarlowy Railway, and they are now called Sir Handel and Peter Sam.
You know, Duke, I was lost for many years, and sometimes I wish I was melted down.
Och, don't say that, mine engine. Why would you say such a thing? I was lost as well for many years.
I can guarantee you, mine engine, someday you will be restored. But the question is, Rusty, do I deserve to be restored? I killed someone because I was scared of Bertram.
It wasn't your fault, mine engine, and besides, unfortunately many people get killed in other railways by engines all the time.
The next morning, the thin controller had an important job for Rene. Rene, I need you and Rusty to take this guard's van to the country station. What's inside it is very fragile, and you must go as smoothly as possible.
No problem, sir, said Rene.
Duncan had an idea.
I say, sir, can I take the guard's van with Rusty instead of Rene's?
Well, Duncan, I don't know.
Well, you did say, after I found that missing coach, that I could have anything I want. So I want to take this truck with Rusty. He is my best friend after all, and we haven't saw much of each other lately.
Okay, said Rene.
That's okay, Duncan, but you must go as smoothly as possible. Then Duncan switched tracks. Careful, said his driver.
Are you ready, Rusty?
Said Duncan.
Right, we're off.
And they both set off. Duncan kept talking to Rusty during the whole journey, but Rusty paid no attention to him. At last they arrived at the station.
Why did you ignore me through the whole journey? Snapped Duncan. That was very rude, Rusty.
I wasn't ignoring you, and I wasn't being rude. I was just being careful. After all, what's inside this truck is very fragile, said Rusty. Now I must go. And Rusty set off.
Right, driver. That's it. Follow them. I'm gonna find out what Rusty's been doing once and for all.